is Poorman973. I'm back here with some more Ace Academy. Now, I'm picking up where I had left off earlier. And we had just moved into our uncle's house in Japan. And we just woke up. So, even though this is me, commence operation 5 more minutes, when I gotta get up, I gotta get up. So, I turn off the alarm. I've never been a morning person, but I actually don't feel as tired as I normally would. I'm even feeling kind of energized. Jet lag works in mysterious ways, I guess. At least I won't be late for my first day. I don't see the picture. Pushing myself out of bed, I automatically begin my morning ritual without thinking. I grab my jeans and have them halfway up my legs before I notice the uniform slung over my chair. Crap. This will take some getting used to. I slip off my trousers and grab my uniform. I'll admit, as far as uniforms go, these aren't that bad. They're a little too flashy for my taste, and not at all what I was expecting. But the cut is flattering, and the teal stripes look pretty cool. I face the mirror to fix my tie. Ooh, do I get to see what it looks like? The knot could be better, but there haven't been many opportunities in which I needed to wear a tie. I still look dang good, which is all that matters. Hold on. Alright, presidential candidate for the year 2028. Daniel Giovannoni here. Got my fancy tie and we're going to play some games. Because that's the kind of presidential candidate that I am. I am hip and young with the video games. After a quick check to make, I can read too. You would have. I can read so well that I can even read the Declaration of Independence. After a quick check to make sure I have all my things, I head downstairs. I know we're in Japan, but I can still spread my message to all the Americans, even while in Japan. I soon arrive in the kitchen, eager to begin my day. Waking up successfully at this hour feels kind of like a big accomplishment. Hello, sister. Nikki stifles a yawn as she sets down a couple plates of eggs and toast. Suddenly, I don't feel so accomplished. Did you make one for me too? She blinks in surprise and takes a moment to respond.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Oh, thank you, Nikki Billy. She grins and places another plate down on the table.
Look at you, big bro. Waking up bright and early. You're taking starting over to the next level.
Thank you, sis. I try. I try every day. And I'm gonna try every day for all you Americans. Where's Uncle Kaito?
He already left for work, so we'll have to lock up when we leave.
Alright. One should always be safe. You should always be safe. And I'm gonna bring that safety to all Americans. I nod and she sidles over to me wearing a playful look. In her white shirt and plaid skirt, she does a little twirl and looks expectantly at me.
So?
I don't think it looks too bad. I think you look kind of cute. She does look cute. This is going to make my job hard? I'm confused. What do you mean by so? My little sister can't be this cute. Too adorable. I pinch her cheek, ignoring her protest as she squirms. Kawi desu! I don't know what that means. Nikki puts a sour expression as she wrenches free from my grasp. She gingerly pokes her cheek as she reassures herself it's still there. I grin at her and pat her head. Daw, don't be mad. Despite her grumpy facade, I can see traces of a smile forming. We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I wolfed down my food. I would never do that as a proper American candidate for the 2028 president election. I eat very sophisticatedly, with a fork and a spoon and occasionally a knife, and there's plates and bowls. And I actually eat fairly slowly. That's just who I am. And gather my stuff, then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
I'm gonna walk. My motorcycle, obviously. Okay, so the bike was a motorbike.
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? I completely forgot. I'll need a parking permit for my bike. But they should have visitor parking, which I can use if I can find a spot. So what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best? Or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I got my permit? Let's follow the law here! I am not going to break the law. I have not broken the law. I have a perfect record. And I will make sure that... Oh, no, never mind. Let's take the bus. You're right. I'll take the bus today. I need to sort out my parking situation before I can take my bike. Nikki nods in affirmation.
Which bus will you be taking?
Which bus will I be taking? The line that heads to the south side of the city. She pouts.
Aww, I'm taking the one going west.
Sorry about that, sis. That's not at the same intersection, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, at least it'll help you get familiar with the city.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll see you later then.
Have a good time at school, okay?
Alright, and my name's not Kay. My name is Daniel Giovannoni, presidential candidate for the year 2028. She beams at me. Cars whip by as I approach the bus shelter. There are a few people waiting. I plunge my hands into my pockets and lean against the shelter to wait. A sharp squeal of brakes announces the bus's arrival. A few people trickle off the bus, and I fumble in my bag for my ID. As I enter, I tap my ID on the scanner, which responds with an affirmative beep. Without waiting for me to find a seat, the bus jerks to a start, nearly knocking me over. There aren't too many free seats available, so I stumble unsteadily towards the back of the bus. As I glance around, I notice that the majority of passengers are wearing Ace Academy uniforms. That's comforting, I suppose. There's a free seat besides a girl my age. Oh, she's kind of cute. She stares intently out the window and sits with her back uncomfortably straight. I have no idea how that feels like. This guy in the back has blue hair. There's nothing against blue hair. As a presidential candidate, I accept all colors of hair. Her uniform lacks teal stripes. I guess she's not a pilot. She seems pretty cute, so I wonder if there's why there's an empty seat beside her. Maybe she's not that friendly? Meh, I'll take my chances. It'd be nice to at least know one person from Ace Academy. I fall ungracefully into the seat beside her. We sit in silence as I muster the courage to speak to her. Eventually, she shifts uncomfortably under my gaze, and I clear my throat. You go to Ace Academy too? I mentally slap myself for choosing such an idiotic question. Obviously she does. That's one of the first things I noticed. To my surprise, she smiles warmly at me.
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. You're also voice acted. She gestures at my uniform.
You're in the pilot program? I heard it's very competitive and difficult to get into.
I don't know. Do it. You just need some hard work and you can get anywhere in life. Think anyone can make it as long as they try. She gives me a polite smile. Right, I didn't catch which program you're in, or your name, for that matter. I'm Poor Man Billy, or known as Daniel Giovannoni, presidential candidate for the year 2028.
I'm Yuna Misaki. I'm studying PHPT.
I have no idea what that is, but I already knew your name because it already told me. But Yuna, PHPT?
Pilot Health and Physiotherapy.
That's not what I would have guessed. Before I can ask anything else, the bus grinds to a stop.
Ace Academy.
No duh! Thanks, bus announcer. I appreciate all of our service members, including bus drivers. I hop off the bus and Yuna follows suit. The roar of the departing bus does not dampen the student chatter. Yuna pulls out her phone and checks her schedule. I don't know. Should I say the same thing that Nikki said to me this morning? So, I have to run. Ask her where class is. Ask where her class is. I don't know. So what's your first class?
Introduction to Psychology.
Psychology?
Mental health is just as important as physical health. That class is
She points over her shoulder towards a towering building in the distance.
all the way over there. What class do you have?
I check my own phone. Piloting 101.
Oh, you're first year?
Yep. No, second. The credit wasn't accepted when I transferred.
Oh, I see. Well, welcome to Ace Academy.
Thank you. I pretty much just said that, so I won't say it again.
Well, if there's anything you need help with, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I pretty much know this campus inside out.
Thank you very much, Yuna. Oh, do it? Actually, this would be a nice question to ask. One should always ask people who know things when you do not know. A thought draws on me. Actually, do you know where I can get a parking permit?
I do. I can take you there now, actually, since I have some time before class starts.
I appreciate that, Yuna. Then I can just ride my motorcycle and never have to sit by you ever again. Great, that helps a lot. Thanks.
Of course. Follow me.
Yuna weaves through the throng of students, and it takes most of my concentration not to lose her. I notice the number of students lounging around the front lawn. I assume those are the upperclassmen, the ones who are used to university workings. The students with worried eyes, moving somewhat between a walk and a jog, must be first years. Eventually, we pause in front of a grand building, which looks just like the ones we've passed. I stare hard at it, trying to find a way to distinguish it from the others. Yuna watches.
Is everything okay?
Do it, Yuna. Another game that I have played. This one's spelled with 2 U's. But Final Fantasy X. Huh? Yeah, everything's fine.
Then let's go inside.
Righto. I pretty much just said that. I'm not saying it again. After sneaking one last look, I follow Yuna inside. What am I looking at? She takes me through a series of hallways before pausing in front of a door marked Campus Administration. We both reach for the door at the same time, but I'm faster. She smiles as I hold the door for her.
Oh, thank you.
What would have been a spacious office is instead crowded with irritated students. Only one person mans the desk, and he does not look like someone who is particularly accommodating. Yuna points to a row of chairs against the far wall.
I'll wait for you over there.
Thank you, Yuna. Thanks. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. If it does, feel free to leave. I don't want you to be late.
Don't worry, I have some time.
Okay. She smiles reassuringly before heading over to the seat. That means she's not really a student. She's actually sneaking in here. She stole somebody else's. I stand in line. As I crane my neck to see the front of the line, I catch the scowl on the administrator's face. He shakes his head, but the student continues to argue with him. This is going to take a while.
Next.
The line crawls at a steady pace, and after what seems like forever, I finally walk up to the counter. Hi, I need a parking pass for a motorcycle?
You'll have to fill out your request online, which you can access through your web link. Approval takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and if approved, a physical pass will be mailed to you.
Thank you. Before I can respond, he looks past me.
Next.
Hold on. Plant a hand firmly on his desk. He scowls at me.
What?
Let's talk about this. So, this is another one of those moments where I wish I had thought before speaking. He waits for me to finish, so it changes his eyes. It's now or never. Flirt with him. My dog ate it. Try and be reasonable. That's such a complicated process for something so simple. There must be an easier way. And text on that.
There isn't. If you have an issue with this process, you could send a complaint online.
I'm glad in Japan and all these people speak English. It's just a bike pass.
I don't have time for this.
Thank you. He tries to look around me, but I block him. Come on. I hold his gaze just when I think about he's about to give in. His expression hardens.
Nope. Next.
I sign resignation. There's no getting through to him, so I turn and start to head out. Suddenly, Yuna is beside me. Her smile falters when she sees my face.
Is everything okay?
I shrug. I wasn't able to get a pass. She frowns, her eyebrows knit delicately together.
Hold on.
Okay. She walks straight to the desk, much to the dismay of the students in line. The man seems nervous by her approach. I can't hear what she says, but she looks ashamed and withdraws the pass from a drawer. As she plucks the pass from his fingers, she thanks him with a slight bow of her head, which he returns. Yuna returns with a soft smile on her face and holds out the pass.
Here you go.
Okay. How on earth did she do that? Maybe she used magic. Or those hypnotic eyes of hers. Right, the pass? Oh, yeah, thanks. She smiles.
No problem at all.
I take it from her and put it in my wallet, and we head out as another flood of students enter the office. There seems to be fewer students milling around outside and more hurrying towards classes. I check the time, 25 minutes until class starts.
Do you know where your first class is?
Nope. Oh, apparently yes, it's here. I show her the campus map on my phone. A small flashing light indicates where I need to be.
Oh, that's close by. I can walk there with you.
Okay, dope. That would be great. We head down one of the narrower paths. I speak words. It leads straight to a regal-looking building with tall, arching windows. Only a few students are meandering about.
This is it.
Okay, dope. Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's no problem at all.
And you're off to psychology? What other classes do you have this semester? She pulls out her phone. I do the same. And we study each other's schedule.
Well, it looks like we have history of robotics together on Friday.
Yay! My favorite history? I actually know almost nothing about robotics. I love history. Robotics? I guess that means we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We both exchange smiles. Can you do that? I don't like this one. I noticed the time on my phone, 15 minutes until class. My class is starting soon. Yuna appears at her phone before tucking it back into her pocket.
Right. I have to go or I'll be late. See you Friday?
Sure. I nod and we go our separate ways. Bye. After a few steps, I realize I don't have any way to contact her apart from our Friday class. I turn around, but she's already a good distance away. Ask for a phone number. I just saw there was a timer. Wait, Yuna. She freezes.
Yes?
Do you think I get your number? She's surprised. Wait, that definitely didn't come out right. Sorry, I mean, I might have a question or two while you're trying to navigate around Ace Academy, and I could use your help. That is, if you don't mind me bugging you. She giggles and nods. I jog over to her and we exchange numbers. Thanks, see you on Friday.
Okay, see you then.
Bye-bye. I watch as she disappears around the corner. I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the door to the auditorium. After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that. I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CINY, I just still don't know what that means, did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means. A hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the room.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
I have no idea. The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a website from his tablet to the screen behind him.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
That sounds incredibly, creepy, Professor. Can I call you, like, Professor Oak? Well, he doesn't fly. That comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. He is thorough. Let's memorize the information. We're smart. We can do this. I automatically store the information in my memory.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
Sure. The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
A hand shoots up in the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all the eyes now focused
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You will then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat. Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
His answer was silent.
Let's get started then. Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
A thunder of chairs scrape along the floor as students file out of the classroom. Those who remain chat animatedly in small groups. Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my own way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
That's probably mine. The students laugh laudably. I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and now have access to the hangar. Well, that certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administration's office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put my phone away and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, pulsating lights dot the path to my current location to the hangar. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID card and walk in. I follow a long hallway which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until... Oh, is that mine? I think it looks kind of neat. I'm reunited with Eagle. Okay, so apparently that's my robot. A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. So far, so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright, too. I wonder if they polished it for me on the way for
The
always
other
look that
guys
good.
might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different. Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Okay, and I'm gonna end it here. I'm actually going to save it and stop playing for right now, but this has been presidential candidate for the year 2028, Poorman 973, and also known as Daniel Giovannoni, and I will see all you